what else? Yeah, I guess we can go for news. We should be talking more about games, I know, but a lot of like anime stuff just been bombarding me as of late. So maybe I'll just go through the ones that just was announced. Let's just open up my tab. Hopefully nothing illegal here. Okay, cool. Yeah, Sakura Bakushin. Yeah, that was actually my notes right there. So yeah, we have Anime Expo, all the new anime announcements and whatnot. So Fist of the North Star reboot, the CGI trailer came out, looks like dog shit. Hopefully they fix that. Coming out 2026, so there's lots of time. Otherwise, I'm getting a lot of Berserk 2016 energy out of that. The big one, Cyberpunk Edge Runners 2 in production. Got showcase some new characters popping up. Little girl with a gun or a camera, I guess. And then the character on the poster right there, right here. Yeah, I mean, we won't know until stuff pops up. So, yeah, of course, the CD Projekt representative cheekily said that, oh, the main character died in last show, so he's not going to pop out in part 2. I mean, even the trailer said it so itself. Like, David is dead, but but Night City lives on. Oh, there's also one question from the crowd during the Edge Runner panel where, hey, do you think we're gonna get Keanu Reeves on board for the Guilty Gear expansion? Probably not. No Johnny Silverhand for Guilty Gear, unfortunately. Rooster Fighter is an anime about a cock of the walk fighting against aliens and monsters, and it's got like a chicken for a referee, I guess a manager. Announced for spring 2026. Yeah, that trailer looks pretty ballsy. Yeah. Virgin Punk Clockwork Girl is the new anime film from Yasuomi Umetsu, who you may know from Kite and Mezzo Forte. Wonder if they have an uncut edition. If you know, you know. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Steel Ball Run. There'll be more news and a possible trailer coming out on the 23rd of September of this year. So for now, nothing. Ghost in the Shell reboot will be made by Science Saru, the same people who made Scott Pilgrim Takes Off and Dan Dan Dan. They showed off the new anime official logo. Air date is 2026. There we go, right there. The major, cool stuff. Demons of the Shadow Realm, a new series from Fullmetal Alchemist writer Hiromu Arakawa. The manga is actually ongoing right now, so they're gonna turn that into an anime. Ba'an, or Ban, is a new anime series, isekai series from content creator Giguk. Forgot his full name. I mean, he's a Thai Australian guy. Yeah, he's known for in the circles in the trash taste talk and whatnot. Really opinionated guy about anime. So good to see creators actually, taking accountability for the shit they say and, making an anime to back up their claims of, what makes a good anime and whatnot. So, looking forward to that. The show, Ba'an, is going to be directed by Yoshimitsu Ohashi and musician Kevin Penkin. My Melody and Kuromi just had a new trailer out. The show's coming out on 24th July. It's a stop motion show about the Sanrio characters who make cakes and shit. Chainsaw Man, the movie, Res the Arc, got a new music out, new trailer. Resident Evil Survival Unit was announced during Anime Expo 2025. It is a survival horror strategy game for iOS and Android. More news will come out later. I'm going to bet this is going to be an Ark Knights clone. It's a tower defense game or a strategy game where you have a group of people in the strategy RPG context going through like wave of enemies. So it's either gonna be, like I said, tower defense or a strategy RPG game. We'll see, with a more serious look to it. Or it could be an all-out strategy title, turn-based. Guilty Gear Strive, I put this there because that's probably the only big gaming news during the weekend. The CD Projekt people and the Arc System Works guys talked about Lucy who is a character in Cyberpunk Edge Runner, the love interest of David, back in the show itself. So yeah, they're gonna have a full-blown trailer coming out on the 1st to 3rd of August, PST time. That's when EVO 2025 is happening. The character itself is like, she's got a bunch of new moves not found in the show itself, so they had to add the new stuff and get approval from CD Projekt, because I guess it will be like a wizened up, a wiser version of Lucy now, like post Edge Runners, and they're gonna find a way to make her work into the Guilty Gear story instead of using portals. And a fun fact, Arc System Works wanted to have Geralt and Ciri in Guilty Gear Strive, but CD Projekt said, why not just use the characters from Edge Runners instead, and then they just work with that. And other tidbits, they're gonna put in music from Cyberpunk Edge Runners and Cyberpunk 2077 inside her Guilty Gear stages. And yeah, she's gonna have a story mode like most characters in the arcade mode, except hers will be 3 times longer than the rest of the characters. Like, so 3 times longer will be like if you had the arcade mode with the tough characters. Yeah, probably about 30 minutes, no, 20 minutes, 20, 40, 60, about an hour or so if it's 3 times as long. So it could be hyperbole for all you know, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I'm looking forward to the trailer and the release date, which will probably be like 2 weeks after the trailer comes out. Fingers crossed. And okay, 2 pieces of news, I guess. 3, I guess. Let's see. Okay, another one. Battlebrew Productions has announced a new roguelike dating sim hybrid for PC. The game will be coming out. The game is called Battlebrew is the studio in Singapore who made Cuisinier and the upcoming Love in Tight Spaces. I know the folks there, really cool people. Yeah. The new title is called Hell Heartbreaker and is an action roguelite and dating simulation game hybrid that takes place in a Southeast Asian themed underworld. From the folks who brought you, I'm going to read the press release here. From the folks who brought you Cuisinier comes a hack and slash action roguelite with a dating sim. Hell Heartbreaker. The monster girls you date grant you newfound powers, and the girls you don't are bosses you fight. In this dungeon crawler roguelite, you are locked away at the bottom of the underworld, fighting your way out. Set in an Asian-themed underworld reminiscent of 1920 Shanghai, you are awakened in a forgotten room of a bathhouse, quickly becoming a new resident of the last remaining city in the underworld, Ashraya. With no recollection of who you are and marked by an ominous prophecy, you set out to figure out who you truly are. Pretty cool stuff. Got the whole Hades gameplay thing going on with a dating sim. Of course, food will play an important role in buffing up your character, or maybe, you know, keeping your date happy. You know, you pick some to be your assists, and the rest will end up becoming final bosses for the run you're in. So you got like unique fights coming at you. Key features: fishing, loads of food at a Kappa market. No, you can't fix her. I like that part. Yeah. 7 different elemental trees and an assortment of augments to assist in your journey. 7 different worlds to wander and battle through. 35 different weapons from the Jian to the Qatar. Master a deadly arsenal in your quest upwards. 7 different clans wish to break you out, each with their own agenda. So yeah, cool stuff. Looking forward to this. 28th spring. Was it summer? I wrote it down. Q1 2027. So it's like January, February, March, April 2027. Looking forward to that. Yeah. Cool stuff. Go Singapore. A couple more to check out. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to get to the Xbox news. Yeah, Microsoft lays off thousands, including Xbox and Microsoft Gaming. The layoffs over at Microsoft has not only affected Microsoft Gaming, but companies under it. So the first is, of course, Rare and Everwild, with the lead for Sea of Thieves and Banjo-Kazooie back in the day, leaving after 30 years. Layoffs happened at Rare, Everwild is cancelled, and the fate of Sea of Thieves is still in question. I mean, I guess, oh man, that really sucks. Yeah, Greg Mills is the veteran I was talking about. He left, yes, after all this stuff happened. Messed up. Activision subsidiary King will cut 200 jobs. ZeniMax Media will also face job cuts and also had an MMORPG in the works cancelled. Raven Software suffered a number of job cuts. They are the studio known for helping out doing Call of Duty content, although they are definitely more than that. I mean, I love all the games they have made prior to this whole Call of Duty mineshaft shit. Like, the Wolverine game they did was really good. The one based on the shitty movie. Great game. And yeah, the Wolfenstein games they did, really awesome stuff. Really sad that they're facing this. They're resigned to this fate. Turn 10 Studios, the OG Forza Motorsport series company, is also affected. They're not going to be around, and they're going to help out Playground Studios to make Forza Horizon and whatever game they do. It is rather telling that the most loyal and the most based established company that helped put Xbox on the map gets shit canned like this. It's messed up. 2010 Studios, come on. You think they get more respect than that? Them being the OGs in the original Xbox back in 2001, 2, 3, 2002 onward. God damn, and I did a history thing about that on Main Game Season 2. Damn. Okay, Hyman Studios has been affected by the cuts. They're under Activision. Sledgehammer Games face layoffs as part of the wider cuts. Halo Studios is affected. Studio 343. That's the old company that's been languishing around, making Halo dubious, to say the least. I mean, when Halo Infinite came out, only a few people liked it, and it just got worse from there, from the online and the standby and the online stuff as of late. Yeah, that's messed up. Blizzard is affected. 100 jobs were cut while support for Warcraft Rumble is halted. Romero Games, from John and Brenda Romero, the studio headed by the two, has announced that an unspecified publisher has cancelled funding for its new game. It's Microsoft, of course. Doi. That's messed up, because Romero has been around for a while, making, or maybe not Daikatana, but they've done many other contributions that really helped. Make other first-person shooter games great again. That sort of deal. Yeah, I'm not gonna read this email that they have out there from Phil Spencer and Matt Booty to the staff. It's, man. And of course, the big one is, of course, a Perfect Dark reboot is cancelled. Made by the Initiative Studio that was created 8 years prior to this. So after 7 years, Perfect Dark reboot is cancelled. Initiative, the studio, is basically gone. Their fight terminated, and the partnership with Crystal Dynamics has ended. I mean, there is no studio to partner with, right? So that's gone. All we have right now is the gameplay for Perfect Dark, which is now there. I mean, people say it's like a vertical slice. That's just common. I mean, that is as close as gameplay as you're gonna get. We know that is tailored, just for the show and whatnot. Like, if there was actually a game coming out of that was in development under NDA, it will have to look closer to that. You gotta know game development. Whatever that I present to you has to be accurate of that. Otherwise, you'll face lawsuits like what Randy Pitchford faced for Aliens, Colonial Marines, and Sega and Gearbox. That nonsense that happened. You gotta match according to what's on the trailer and the intent and whatnot. So, whatever gameplay that was shown there, that is a vertical slice. What that's being shown, a really high-end vertical slice right there. And the final game, if it were to happen, it will have to look closer to that for legal reasons and whatnot. Unfortunately, what's done is done. It's cancelled. There won't be the return of Joanna Dark, which is sad, because I think the second Perfect Dark game on the Xbox 360 needed to be improved on, I mean, you can still play the old Perfect Dark games, but yeah, I don't know what took why it took 7 years to make something that's basically James Bond but replace 007 with Joanna Dark, and the same kind of gameplay, like mixed Splinter Cell, first person, mixed shooting, action stuff. This cannot be hard considering the talent who is there. I don't know why it took 7 years. Again, I'm clearly not privy to what's going on behind the scenes, but they should have discipline to actually make this game out, like before the trailer came out in 2020. Like, as soon as that trailer came out, the 2024 reveal, that game should have been out within the next few months, at least pre-orders or whatnot. Like, it's just messed up that it took that long. What is going on? Like, people are complaining that the Xbox One was the issue that led to this. No, they had many things could happen from 2014 up to 2025. Change could have happened. Not much has happened. With the C-suits are still there, all the mistakes and whatnot. Nobody is putting themselves out on the line. If anything, the developers, the people who are actually working hard to appease these people, to make the games, they're the ones who are in the shit can list, in the firing list. That's not fair. Like, these people, it sucks. It really sucks. I did mention this along the lines of this in the recap Asia Gaming Beat I put up on Saturday, but I probably did not mention the fact that I'm sorry for these people who, my heart goes out to these people. And this is me saying it. I'm so sorry this happened. This is messed up. And I hope you guys pull through. But again, this is a really messed up industry where, at the very least in Japan, yes, they have terrible work conditions sometimes here and there, and overworking and all that, but their C-suits do take accountability, and they do step down or get fired or get put in a more quiet position where, oh, I'm gonna pay you, but you just keep your mouth shut until you quit. That sort of position. In America, I think the opposite is happening. The people under the producers, the people under the executives are getting cut, not the executives themselves, the ones who are able to make the fucking games, not the executives themselves. This is kind of messed up. Very, very messed up. Man, just talking about it just makes me pissed off. Like, again, when I did the recap episode, the history of Xbox for main game season 2 last year, I had a lot of anger seething in me about like the decisions they made. And if I were to make that same episode right now, I'm just gonna say fuck these people, honestly. It's just so messed up this had to happen. These people deserve, the developers, the producers, the coders, designers, artists, music makers deserve better than this really messed up course of things that could have been prevented years ago if the C-suits know what they were doing, but they don't, and they're still getting paid and still around, parading and telling lies. The lies of Phil Harris? No, not Phil Harris, sorry. Phil Spencer? You can have the puppet from the Timothy Chalamet puppet replace that with Phil's face and all that. It's been done before, but man, it's really, really apparent right now that that meme turned out to be something real in the end. That's just so messed up. Like, to say that Everwild is doing great, I'm looking forward to that game, and then you cut that fucking game off after that. That is, as a PR person as well from video games back in the day, like Gumi and whatnot, that's bad. That's bad optics. I'll be like, I would just be the first to say that this is not a good idea, guys, and then I'm gonna get my mouth shut for even spelling out that idea. Yeah. Bad optics. Very, very bad. This, like, the one thing you're supposed to be good at, making games and releasing them, you're not good at it right now. This is a stain on you. Like, and the worst part is Sony and Nintendo aren't doing so hot in a sense. With PlayStation, the only game they have right now is the samurai game, Ghost of Yote, and Death Stranding just came out. Anything in between, there's not really much happening. Like, compare that to like the PlayStation 3 days where you had like 5 Ratchet and Clank games. It's insane. Nintendo is, I mean, they have a lesser output right now, but I think they're saving all this stuff for like the end of the year or 2026. Who knows? They're overcharging a fucking Mario Kart game up the wazoo. That's how bad it got, right? They're getting away with it. It's crazy. But anyway, to come out last in this shit show, it's just messed up, guys. Damn. Don't know what else to say. I guess I could end it with like another note. Maybe another sour note. Okay, so it was announced by Leskopak and Streamline Studios, Malaysian studios, that the upcoming Upin and Ipin Universe game is coming out on 17 July. I should also remind people that this is the same studio who, yeah, I mean, you got the wish list coming up. They had like a little content creator people parade thing going on earlier in last week. No media was invited, by the way, so which is very telling. It's clearly a content creator sponsored showing rather than all hands kind of showing, to celebrate Upin and Ipin. Make of that what you will. So yeah, there is so people are kind of reminded about people are being reminded of the fact that yes, the Streamline Studios they have the studio had not been paying their staff for almost a year and lay off their staff. Unacceptable behavior from Streamline Media Group, terminating employees through retrenchment exercise, violating notice periods and severance compensation. This is actually a story from last year. And has this been solved since? I think the studios are doing the thing where if you keep quiet and don't answer media, the problem will go away. Well, it came back to life again after the announcement of this game. The last game they made, Streamline Studio made, is Bacon Switch. I don't think many people played that. Was it even reviewed on OpenCritic? I don't know. But I do know that this might really depends on who actually gets a code. I do know there's some international distribution for Upin Ipin Universe, but we'll see. So yeah, there is also apparently there are more issues of this happening with the studios. Streamline Studios. This was actually a couple of years back. This is about like AAA game development in Malaysia. Not gonna happen. You're just better off as workhorses, asset creators and whatnot. And you've got like Glassdoor to comment on Streamline Studios. 1 star from a lot of people. This was from, oh wow, this is last year. Holy shit. Okay, that's not good. Good friends, ugly bad management. Experience like no other. Bad. Also there was there was also like a podcast from Streamline Studios. Oh no, sorry, Let's Go Park that actually had the HR people talking bad about the people who are working under them, and this video has been up for 2 years. Yeah, that's crazy stuff, honestly. Damn. So yeah, I wish I actually, I guess I uploaded all the good news earlier on before all this bad stuff happening, so sorry for putting the dour mood onto this show, but news gotta be spoken, guys. Yeah, look, if you feel very strongly, look, if you are into the Upin and Ipin franchise, I'm not gonna stop you, but at least be aware of what's happening, and if you want to boycott this game because of all the stuff that happened in Streamline Media, go ahead, no one's stopping you. Freedom of choice and whatnot. I'm not sure if I'm even gonna be reviewing this. I think by the time the developers have seen this, they're gonna be like, nope, we're not getting a review copy. We're not giving these fuckers a review copy. Yep. We're not giving KKP, those fuckers, anything. Yep. Hey, but again, I'm on the side of the consumers. If you want me to review this game, just let me know. That's our jobs anyway, right? So with that said, thank you for watching, guys. I will just put that to my side right here. Hey, thanks again for watching this show, this really quick show. I'm going to split it two, hopefully. We'll see, or put it in one long show, or split it up, like have one out today and tomorrow. We'll see. Intervals and whatnot. And if you like this kind of shows, this features, talking heads and whatnot, the news and the stuff we've been doing, do let us know on Kakuchopurei.com, our website, our Facebook page, our YouTube page, of course. Yeah, all the content's coming out there too. And also, thank you a lot to all our viewers and readers who participated in our Superman contest. You will be notified on Instagram. Yep, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Yeah, thank you for participating in the contest. I'll see you on Wednesday at the cinema and all that to catch Superman before it comes out. So yeah, it's coming on Thursday. All our awesome winners get to watch it before the day of release. So thank you, Warner Brothers Malaysia, for this opportunity to give our fans the lovely treat of watching Superman 2025, directed by James Gunn, the same guy who directed The Suicide Squad and Creature Commandos. Really, my favorite film, my favorite DC shows as of now from the DC universe from Warner Brothers. Really cool stuff. And with that, thank you so much for tuning in. We will catch you in the next Untitled KKP show next time. So see ya. Bye bye.